Testing, hello. Nice. Okay, I'm going to pick up where I left off from last time. I believe there is about 10 more games to go. Maybe some more, if some more replays come in. Takes forever to load. Okay, round start. Nice, round start. Get a drink in. Perfect. We have the sweep drink in the corner. That was smart. You delayed your button in case there was a reversal. I think if I have this much of a HP lead, I wouldn't worry about it. And I would just go for the 5 MP, you know, and just get some better pressure going than do nothing. You have full health, it's worth the risk to eat a reversal or two. Not the worst driverish cancel. But the problem is this, you'll be -1 in the quarter. And generally, we want to avoid this most of the time. So if you are going to driverish cancel, it would be better to go into driverish, 2 HP, heavy palm, and go for the safe jump. You don't particularly need to go to drink levels 3 and 4. You already have the corner, you're snowballing. So you need to keep your turn going and not give it up with rack a drink. Nice. The 6 HK target combo is always a bit risky because it's very slow, but it worked out. A driverish 2 LP, very nice. Huge jump in. Shen Chao. Unlucky, you dropped it. I believe, let's see how it happened. Yeah, it's always a good idea to mash, jump, heavy kick. Because if you delay the heavy kick, you'll have to delay the 5 HP later on in the Shen Chao, so for the sake of having consistent muscle memory, you know, keep doing this. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that oh, I can't scroll back far enough, or you hit the 5 HP too early and you got a safe jump. You got the bread jump, as the Jamiecord calls it. So you could try go for a safe jump here. I doubt the random ranked player would know it's a safe jump. I think you're +5 after whiffing that sweep. So overall, not too bad. You weren't punished for it. But since you're at drink level 0, we really don't want to be missing the chat to get a drink in. Okay, we got it here. I don't think it's a good idea to parry here. Because it's assuming that the Mai is going to reversal again. But I think it's probably better to just walk back and throw out a 5 HK or standing medium kick and be ready to go into OD palm, or even better, SA2, and start mixing up the Mai at drink level 4 in the corner. You kind of lost your pressure here, I suppose. Even though you tapped parry, tap parry has a lot of recovery frames. So, you know. You do have a 5 HP here, if I can time it right. So make sure you get the 5 HP after dive kick hits. You can set up the dummy to use block random and just continuously throw out dive kicks until you get a hit, and then on reaction go for your 5 HP into light arrow kick. But you can use any light special that would work after 5 HP juggles in the air. There's different Oki, so it will be up to you what you want to use. So your patience has paid off this time. The buy has reversaled, giving you a ton of drive meter. I wonder, could you have killed him? Ideally, we'll have SA3 here, but we'll have to spend more drive meter to get to it. Or maybe that doesn't work, or I'm too slow. Level 1. Okay. I guess it was 2 interactions anyway. And if that's the case, I would just go into level 2 to maximize my pressure and resources, to force some kind of mix-up and to close this round out early. Maybe something like that. Since it's 2 interactions either way with SA2 or SA3, it's probably better to use SA2 and save your and save 1 bar of super meter where you can, just in case my guess is right on one of the interactions there. You could also probably kill here as well. Yeah. But if you ever do check your own replays, try and see how fast you can win. Try and see how many interactions you don't need to take. And ultimately, that will lead to you winning more games, as you'll be taking less risks overall. So another reason why I would prefer to see you striking in the corner rather than baiting is that it will stop the Maya from jumping out and it will lock down the Maya's options. And I've seen a lot of games that have been lost just because the opponent sideswapped you in the corner, and then unfortunately you got punish countered or something terrible happened, and that led to a throw loop or something stupid and you lose. So it's probably a little bit less risky if you just strike first until the Maya has shown you she will reversal more consistently. But either option's fine. That's just my take on it. Until proven otherwise, just do the simplest pressure you can do, I guess. And I suppose the other reason is, even if you did have some kind of big punish counter off of a baited reversal, you did that at the start of the game, so you wouldn't have had the super meter or to cash out. So maybe if that's the case, shift your baiting and shimmying when you to the later stages of the game, when you have the resources to properly cash out. And at the start of the round, just strike as much as possible, because either way you'll be building up your resources to reach your win condition, or in other words, you'll be reaching the lethal threshold for you to win in the next interaction. So bear that in mind. That could have been a back throw. All sorts of annoying things can happen.
Jamie wins.
Okay, game number 2 with this Mai. I assume they're in order, because that makes the replay review a bit easier. Okay, it seems that you've won 2 rounds. You've 2-0'd this Mai. So I'm going to assume you haven't made that many mistakes overall. But maybe there's some chances that you missed, you know? Or maybe there's an opportunity for a sneaky command grab mix-up. Shen Shao? Wow. Always go for the Shen Shao combo. Never do anything else, because you only get better at it by doing it. And that's how you get consistent. And it's even better if you do it on a match with some actual pressure. That's crazy. Let's see how you'll punish the Mai for burning herself out so soon into the round. Now, I might have blocked that fireball and then just started drinking, because it would be unlikely that the Mai is going to pressure me or think about pressuring me now that she is burnt out. So around here, there's a few good chances to get some drinks in. Like that neutral jump and back jump. Or maybe the neutral jump. That here was definitely was a good time to drink. And it was a mistake to go for the 6 HK here. Even though it does have more range, if Mai did a vertical jump 2 HP, that would have been like that would have been you losing another 3000 HP. So you have to be a bit careful when you think about drive rushing with a slow button. You know, keep it to 5 LP or 2 LP and position at the correct distance where you would hit your opponent. Because essentially, if you do there's no way to lock down my full screen. So if you do a driver's 6 HK or sweep or something, there's no guarantee that that will hit. The best time to do it instead is on a forward throw when you're plus 23, because that's when the forward throw will hit melee and clash with the 4-frame button. and you can get some huge damage with the trade or clash combo. That is a tricky perfect parry. Now, I've experienced this exact situation a lot. So, you either what could you have pressed? Light arrow kick. So it's a bit tricky to know what to do when you perfect parry an air button halfway through the jump. Sometimes you have to delay like a 5 HP and make sure that the opponent lands on the ground first, because otherwise you'll juggle them too soon and not get a follow-up, which happens to me quite a lot. But in this case, you're just out of range for all of your options. But you had a strike throw there or another drink. And considering the mine was burnt out, it's probably best to strike throw and set up your 5 HP, 2 LP pressure, and just loop that. Maybe get a stun in the corner or bait out another reversal. That's another drink. So I've gotten into habit of, if I see my opponent back jumping, I'm just going to take a drink. Because it will be extremely unlikely that I'll get punished for it. I don't know about that sweep, but it worked out. Okay. A little bit risky. Going for the DI. Oh no. This was a huge mistake. It seems you messed up your input for OD Palm. So that could have been 2 more interactions away from winning the round. Okay. So here, when you command grab or get a punish counter, crumple state, something like that, don't look at the character, look at the resources and information on the screen, because you need to make an assessment here. Can I kill? So I believe you missed. Ooh. It'll be tricky. Oh, he tried the command grab. Or something got stuffed out. Oh well. It's always good to check though whether or not you can kill. So if only Jamie's command grab gave you some more scaling, you could actually kill there. So here you can whiff for 2 LP and be plus 5, and you can go for a 5 MP or throw or command grab. Nice. A lot of Jamies tend to do nothing on double heavy palm or heavy back eye, but you do have options to get some nice Oki. Anyway, nice. Drive rush to OP. Start spending your meter as soon as possible so that you can passively get the meter back. You know, this is level 2 time. This would be a perfect time to use SA2. Push your opponent to the corner and mix them up. You know, this was quite a significant opportunity that you missed. I mean, you could have taken the momentum of the match straight away. I mean, the other alternative is that you slowly chip down your opponent's health until they're below 60%, and then you get some kind of 2 HP punish counter or 5 HK punish counter and go into SA3. I think that's a bit boring, personally. I'd much rather go into SA2 and play a lot faster in terms of tempo. That's not safe. I mean, you're lucky that wasn't a back throw. You can go into OD Wrecker here, 1 hit, and that will set a spacing trap. Or do 3 hits of OD Wrecker, go into level 2, 2 HP, another heavy Wrecker, and pressure Mize. Drive bomb or So it's good to plan ahead. And not just, you know, randomly throw out moves. Think about what happens after the moves. That was a risky jump. You could have been anti-air. This is good. Either way, if it worked out or not, your opponent is still near the corner. Oh, double jump. That would have been quite tricky to anti-air. That drive rush 6 HK was another risk. Why are we jumping so much? Leave the jumping to the opponent so that you can anti-air them and get a safe jump. You were lucky. Very lucky them. But hypothetically, let's say you knew that this was spaced correctly, this sweep. That is an opportunity for some huge damage. And you win in the next interaction. Or you go into level 2 and do like 4,500 damage. Maybe 4,000 damage. Let's see. I mean, since you don't have Bekai, a lot of your combo options are going to be a bit of shit, really. like if you had 2 HP OD Bekai level 2, that's like 5k damage. So, you know, always squeeze in the drinks when you can, because when these opportunities come up, you want to have all of the different combo routes available to you, and then you can pick the most optimal one for your situation, and maybe you'll kill the opponent outright. Okay, this is much better. But it's tricky because of the target combo. Maybe something like that. But after sweep, it's going to be tricky to time the 5 HK punish counter, because you have to avoid doing the second part of the sweep target combo. So, very tricky. But let's say you did get that punish counter. That's like taking away two interactions you need to win the game. And unfortunately, at a low drink level, it's going to be a lot of interactions to win games. So removing that risk when you can is going to be key to snowballing games fast and winning quickly. I would be a bit more patient on the throw tech here, because that could be a whole bunch of things that could happen. Like, you could have just done nothing and gotten Maybe something like this. Or am I too slow on that? Maybe. Maybe this kills. Okay. Wow. Essentially, you always want to be looking for those opportunities to get really high combo scaling. That's going to be really important for one, saving resources, and two, removing the amount of interactions you need to win a game, because you'll have a lot of damage. I was just pressing buttons. Okay. So that final round was a bit of a scramble, but you know, you're playing Jamie, so most of the time you're going to be winning if if both players are pushing buttons. Okay. Now I'm looking forward to this this matchup, the Aki matchup. I think it's really fun. Because both Aki and Jamie can do some pretty cool combo conversions, some cool stuff. I think as long as you're not burnt out against Aki, you have a good chance of winning most games. Oh man, it's taking 10 years to load to the new stage environment. Yikes, round start jump. Now I only say this because against the higher ranked player, you get anti-ed here, push to the corner, and then you guess the game and you lose very, very quickly. So be careful. But it's not a bad option in the second game or in the later rounds when you have a bit more information on your opponent's habits. But when you know absolutely nothing, you know, just keep it simple, do nothing. I recommend Dry Rush 2 LP every round. Huge risk. Again, this is the same thing with the forward jump. You just don't know if this person is a hold back enjoyer. So, I mean, yeah. But the Aki fucked up the punish counter combo, so lucky you. Another jump. Jumping against Aki is not the worst idea. She doesn't have the best normals to anti-air with. Okay, throw loop time. That's fine. So you need to be a bit more confident with your ability to hit confirm into a special move off of Drive Rush 2LP. And then you're like, damn, I didn't get it. Drive Rush cancel. And this is a huge mistake here. You've just burnt 3 bars of drive for no reason. It worked out though. You got a knockdown. Yeah. Look at your drive meter, you're almost burnt out. Okay, that super didn't kill you, but you lost 4k HP. I mean, it's not like... It's almost like if I don't DP reversal, I'm going to get burnt out anyway from the jump in. But it's, instead of gambling on the reversal, why not gamble on holding parry? Will this 1500 Aki think about you assuming that you're going to get burnt out, so you'll hold parry and go for the throw? I don't know. I would assume that this player at this rank would probably autopilot whatever jump-in combo, you know, like Jamie has. Jump, standing medium kick, 5 MP target combo, whatever the equivalent that is, or Aki. I might consider just popping level 2 here. But I also think this whiffs on crouching opponents, by the way, this move. And here was a tip I learned. I think it was from Broski's stream, but Jamie's dive kick puts him in a crouching state when he lands. So dive kick is also quite good against Aki, because this move will whiff, assuming the Aki wants to punish a whiffed dive kick with this move. I don't know what it's called, I'm not an Aki player. But this vertical diagonal whip. Nice. Very nice. It's a mistake to drink here, because you are one interaction away from winning this round. By drinking, you're wasting a huge opportunity. I would much rather win the round than drink and lose the round off of some random... You know, something random happens in neutral. Especially for burnt out or low HP. You need to remove your opponent's options so that you're in control of the match. You don't want to because Jamie is not a mid-range or long-range character. He has to work hard to win neutral. And when you're one interaction away from losing a round, you don't want to be playing neutral. And it's a huge risk to losing the round. Maybe not so much if you're significantly better in terms of neutral than the opponent, but in ranked, minimizing your risk and maximizing reward is the best way to go, the best strategy. So, and that's not necessarily you being a mechanically better player, but a smarter player. And I love winning without putting in any more extra effort. Save the effort when you have to lock in for those very hard games. You see what I mean? You just lose because you tried to close. You took the drink to go to level 4, and then you panicked, and then it was how do I close the distance? Drive rush, and you got clipped. So adjust your flowchart. Nice. Drive rush, 2 MP. So in the second round, I normally drive rush 2 MK, or I'll drink round start, because the opponent might be more defensive if I shown them I do round start 2 LP in the first round. The opponent is instantly in the corner, and now they're getting throw looped. They're getting shimmied, you know? That is one of the best round start options you can do if you assume the opponent is going to be walking back. And it doesn't matter that you spent 1 bar for drive rush, 3 bars for drive rush cancel, because you'll be getting all of those resources back in the corner doing throw loops or 5 MP target combo. And that's a very clean way to start the round and snowball very quickly. So and also 2 MP is slow. So the problem with 2 MP here is if the opponent is also thinking I'm going to play aggressive, they drive rush 2 LP, they will beat this. In Jamie mirrors, I've actually clashed a few times off of drive rush 2 LP and then walk back 5 MK or whatever, because those are the natural decisions to make. But it's not the worst idea to throw out 2 MP, but I personally wouldn't risk it, because it's, if both players are throwing out a button and you've already drive rushed, the person who hasn't drive rushed has an extra 11 frames to push a button before you. So yeah, not the best button round start. Another jump in, but you got lucky this time. Okay, sweep drink into palm. This is a good palm. Nice. Okay. Maybe make a mental note. This person's throw techie. So if I were you, I'd be going straight into level 2 here. This is a level 2 time. I fucked it up. Something like that. So the SA3 is a pretty bad option here. You're starting it off with 50% scaling. So it's almost guaranteed it's not going to kill the opponent or burn them out. So it's just a waste of your super meter. Not a safe jump. I swear there's some fun stuff you can do. Yeah. So you could like walk back, maybe. I wonder where you can catch. Okay, you do have to press it quite early. But that does beat like, you know? You can throw the Aki out of the slide. Oops. So the route that I showed you and the SA3 route, it's like two or three interactions and you'll kill the opponent either way. The only difference is that using SA2 saves you 1 bar of super. So if something bad happened and you're burnt out, you would have the super available. You would have the SA1 available for defensive purposes. Yeah. That's a pretty easy win now that the opponent is burnt out. You can just do whatever and win. Backdash. Backdash drink. This might be a bad habit for you. Doing these long range drive rush. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't own Aki, but I'm pretty sure she can just medium punch counter hit you here and get some Oki. So, you know, it's much better to just take the drink here and not stay at drink level 0. Maybe go for a double dip and get the Bakai ready for the fireball. Because Aki has never thrown a fireball once so far. Gotta be careful not to punish counter yourself with sweep. But what makes it worse is that you don't have any drinks. So you can't target combo after Aki gets Haroki here, you know, okay, straight into SA3. This is good for you. It's just a waste of super meter. I was thinking maybe the fireball drive rush is gonna happen, but no. Nice parry. That's just whatever. You guessed wrong. I wonder if you get a... You get anything here. I guess not.
Aki wins.
The Rough Prophet? Hello? Welcome. In the middle of some Jamie replay reviews for the Jamiecord. I believe that was game 1 of this Aki. Yep. I feel like a lot of people who are around 14 to 1500 can get to 16 or 1700 quite easily if they just change some of their flowchart. If they just take less risks overall. Because at this point, I think most players are mechanically perfect. You don't have to do too much mechanically in Street Fighter 6. So most of the problem is decision making, it seems. And drive meter management.
Round 1. Fight.
Not bad. It's actually much better to be 5 bars than 6 bars of drive meter. Like, for optimal drive meter management, you stick around this drive meter range. It's between 3 and 5 bars. Essentially always giving yourself a drive rush cancel without burnout. Whenever you need it. Whenever there's an opportunity to go into that juicy Shen Shao combo. Well, Aki finally anti-aired you. Unlucky, guess wrong on the overhead. I mean... Damn, you took a page out of my book there. That's something I would do. I wonder if you... I mean, it's probably better to just... You know? You'll get something like that. And then you start throw looping and you win the round first. So... You can drive rush at just the right spacing. This comes with a bit of practice, but you can do it not too close and not too far away, but it's like the punish counter range. It's a bit of a gamble. Sometimes you'll get counter hit, but either way, it's very good if you can naturally know where to position yourself for the drive rush punish counter 5 HP. I would throw here, because I've already spent the 3 bars of drive bars, and if I'm below 3 bars of drive and I don't have target combo from drink level 1, I'm fucked. I'm risking burnout at drink level 0. Alright, yeah, nice drink. Good dive kick. Okay. So if I'm gonna gamble on a jump in, I would just always do jump 2 HP. Just go for the higher damage option. You know, if you're gambling, you might as well gamble for the maximum reward. Sweep drink. This is the second time. So remember in the first game, Aki was throwing it. So it's time to shimmy. Or it's time to throw out the jab and go for a throw after that. Or 5 MP throw. You know, you gotta mix it up a little bit, but not too much. Just enough where the opponent has a hard time guessing what you want to do. That's just unlucky. OD slide, that's good for you. That was a risky jump. I mean, you're just gambling and it's paying off. Alright, here, I'm drink level 4. 110% damage scaling. So you know, it's time to kill the opponent. Like, your mind should be, how can I kill the opponent as fast as possible, or in the minimum amount of interactions. This is okay too. I'd wager you could even do another loop of that and kill. Maybe not. You know, maybe you could get a bit fancy and do that micro walk. You've got to walk on the first drive rush 5 MP. And the other one is 2 MP. Which is a bit easier. So I guess something like that would be optimal for resource carryover for next round. I think you could also just maybe do something like this. Okay, go for a throw. Maybe it doesn't work so well against Zaki. But anyway, you could have done much better here. Essentially, it was your drink level 4 with 6 bars of drive meter and SA1, so not full spending here is a mistake. Nice dive kick.
Round 2. Fight.
I wonder if you I wonder if you have a throw. Maybe. Okay. And on punish counter forward throw, you can dash forward and throw again. So anyway, that I said drive rush 2MP was bad. But maybe it's a good bait for tap parry round start. There's a use case for everything, isn't there? If you look for it. Or drink. This is a bad time to drive rush. So if the Aki wasn't throwing the game, this will be like a 2MP, check the drive rush into a corner carry, and then a guess for the corner. Oh, 2 HP OD Palm, SA2, yeah. Or, you know, keep it simple and just go for something like this. Go for safe jump, 2 HP OD Wrecker for the burnout, like 4 bars of burnout. It's crazy. So you have a few good options. This is probably the worst one. You're just -1. You know, you could get back thrown here. Or like 2 LP. Stuffs out a move or something. So if you're going to shimmy, if you're like, I'm gonna shimmy, go for a bigger move. You know, you have much better reward. So instead of do nothing, you do 5k damage. You know, you can't be missing those opportunities for 4 or 5k damage. Nice. I would just keep it simple. Safe jump, 2 HP. Something like that. I don't know what the opponent's going. Well, I mean, this would be like the second round, but I would just keep striking until proven otherwise. Essentially, it's making the opponent want to reversal, which is leaning into your game plan of shimmy the opponent to 60% HP. Like, what does a throw here lead to? You know, it's like another interaction to kill. Like, okay, it's not. I don't want to. I don't want to phrase it like it's bad because it is a throw loop situation, so it is very strong. But I'd rather not make my opponent guess. I'd rather they just die straight away. You know, then I get my plus 40, my plus 5 ranked points or whatever. You can gamble here on a sweep. It's very cheeky, but it's I would say a more okay way to gamble on sweep. When you do it in a situation where there's a higher chance the opponent will walk back. Also, if the opponent wants to dive kick here, you would side swap with them. So in the Jamie Mirror or Jury or Cammy, one of those characters, you can sweep. Only if you know they like to dive kick a lot. If I were you, I would be going for 2 HP. 3,390. The simpler option did 500 more damage, by the way. Now, unless it's like the other situation where the opponent has less HP than that, and you want to full spend on the resource building loops for more carryover, that's when you wouldn't go for like a simple combo. But in this case, you just want to close out the game and get the SA3 to do maximum damage. Okay, game number 3. You have a lot of opportunities as well to do like a YOLO heavy back guy versus Aki. So, you know, if you're feeling lucky, go for that. It's definitely good to have developed a bit of an intuition to know when to gamble, because it's very helpful to punch above your weight in terms of fighting tougher players. Round start 2 MP, drivers 2 MP. Maybe I'm just good at guessing what my opponent does. That's a skill. You can't be missing those. Like, think about this. If you were to jump, am I missing a punish counter 5 HK? Oh, that actually hits. You gotta be looking for these Shen shells. Putting your opponent in the corner, getting a drink. This is like the best outcome within the first 10 seconds of the game. +1 drink, and the opponent is guessing on a strike throw. It is crucial to having a very spicy Jamie. Like, does a random jump 5 HK lead to the same situation as that? Maybe +1 drink wrecker drink. Well, from this interaction, you could probably assume that this Aki likes tapping parry. So I wouldn't parry here. I mean, I might tap parry, but the risk is obviously punish counter throw. And now you're below 3 bars of drive. I would try and avoid that as much as possible, because Aki probably has a way to burn you out. Yeah, if she wanted to. Fucking hell, another drive rush throw. And this is why you don't jump on a knockdown. Sorry, after a throw tech. Your opponent has had time to refresh their mental stack and prepare for whatever option you choose. So you have to be careful. Yeah. And all you have to do is this. You know? Just keep it simple. And that applies that just doing that applies enough pressure to make the Aki think about other stuff. It's very simple. So I would see the Aki doing almost a full spend here. I would have a question mark above my head, because I would maybe consider doing this now. Oh, that's a throw setup. Never mind. But you know, that might be a DI. DI putting Aki into burnout. Actually, it's half a bar, so probably not. But if the opponent is half a bar, you can wake up DI with a bit more, you know, reasoning behind it. Either way, I mean, you can do it when you have more HP to spend as well. It's a way of spending your HP to burn out the opponent, because they have to counter DI or super. So it's a bit of a interesting way to spend your HP to attack the opponent's resources. Ouch, just got perfected. Yeah, this exact situation has come up when I said, you know, this is why drive rush to 2MP is bad, or it can be bad, or perhaps a better way of phrasing it is that drive rush 2LP is safer and it just covers more options without you know, risking a counter hit or punish counter. I mean, this was I'll be walking back and drinking here. Like, now that I think about it, I almost never jump at my opponent, unless they have drink level 1 and target combo. Because 5MP target combo is it's very strong for Jamie. It sets up a spacing trap with Rekka afterwards. OD Rekka. Another chance to drink. I feel like a better Aki player would get a bit more from an anti-air. So well, you've lost. You've lost the game. Why do you drink now when you could have done it without a fireball in your face, without being burnt out. So it's really important to take the drinks when they're being given to you for free, when there's no pressure.
Wins.
You can't go deciding I'm going to drink when you're burnt out in the corner. You know, that's you have more important things to think about, like drive impact, or am I going to get chipped out by something? Okay, the last game is against a Zangief, which I did some interesting labbing against this character. Let's see if it comes up. So if you are in the corner and you go for a safe jump and you're plus 42, if you have the hard read, the Zangief or Wake Up, SA3, you can safe jump, plus 42, tap parry, and go straight into SA1, and you'll have enough invulnerability frames to beat Zangief's Wake Up SA3. So that's something I'm waiting to do. When a Zangief, when I find them in ranked, hit them with that funny move. Because also, you just tapped power in their face. So it's like an extra good bait for SA3. I think this would have been fine if you just delayed it a bit. Okay, that's very tricky. I'm not sure if mashing would have been better. But straight away you already know what the matchup is. This guy outranges me. Holy shit. The best thing to do is to just look for a 5mk with punish, go straight into OD palm, and that's a free level 2. That's 2 drinks, and Zangief can't stop that. So in some ways, this matchup is quite easy, but playing neutral is going to be up to you. It's going to be a bit challenging. Don't jump against the man with a 1-button DP. So only jump when you have a safe jump. Wow. Unfortunately, that is playing against Zangief. You can't go whiffing reversals or... I thought drink's worth it. Definitely no mistakes made there. Also, light palm is very good in this matchup as well. Holy... Don't be scared of a Zangief and think, oh, I've got to reversal all the time. Because that's just playing into their game plan. The whole game plan is punish, counter, SPD you. So you got to be patient. You got to have the confidence in yourself that you're going to win neutral. That was a light arrow kick you missed. Oh, fuck. You know, why are we wasting an opportunity to push the opponent into the corner, activate level 2 and just win the game off of momentum alone? So, drinking is only good when you have nothing better to do and it's relatively safe to do. If you drink when it's your time to press your advantage, you know, that drink is like -5 MR. -100 LP.
Round 2. Fight.
Drink level 4 is definitely not worth it if you can safe jump the opponent in the corner. Because remember, you could always drink in the corner and have Strike Feroki, which is one of your strongest tools that you have with Jamie. I like it a lot. That was very flashy. But remember, if you're going to shimmy or do anything like this, be prepared for the follow-up. This was also OD Palm Sweep Drink or level 2. Let's see how you use this level 2. Plus 15, you can drive rush 2 HP here. You could just go for another OD Wrecker, 3 hits. It's a lot of damage, it doesn't get scaled that much. I wouldn't recommend doing command grab resets against grappler players. They've got a better sense and intuition on when to dodge it. Okay, nice backdash. Oh my god. So one thing to note is that against characters who have like difficult motion inputs, like they normally buffer it behind moves with slow animations, so you might see this and then just go for like a jump That's something you can do. Or maybe do 4 HP and dodge it. But maybe not, because SPD has a massive grab range. You know, just do nothing. Let the opponent kill themselves. You don't have to do any hard work. This is a free anti-air with light arrow kick that you missed. That could have been way worse. Oh my god. I mean, if you're going to gamble on the jump 2 HP. I would only 5 MK if I'm going for more of a cross-up, or I'm not sure which side I'm going to land. Shen Shao. Okay. No Shen Shao. That could have been back throw. Could have been a punish counter SPD. That could have been very bad. So I believe here you know, just keep it simple. This would be your best option. Nice sweep. That was pretty good. Oh, fuck. Don't jump after a knockdown. It's quite crucial that you don't do that. Or if you do, you go to layer 2 thinking. I don't know if I can... Okay. Yeah, dive kick has a massive hurt box, so you can't do that. Yeah, you can backdash and look for a play like that, I guess. But it's a very scary situation to be in. So, and that was really all because you just jumped here. And if you didn't jump here, you wouldn't have had to have guessed the game. So I suppose you got to think through your decisions a bit more. But it's always difficult after you've taken a long break, or you've been playing ranked for 2 hours and your brain is like mashed potato. That was the first game. I don't know why people are afraid of Zangief. He definitely has a lot of damage, but you know, I'd much be more scared of Amai, Ed, or Bison. top tier character. Akuma.
Round one. Fight.
Nice. So I guess drivers to MP is part of your flowchart because you've reacted to DI. I don't know about that one. That was nice. What you should have done to shimmy or whatever. You get a ton of corner carry off of target combo, heavy punch wrecker, 3 hits. There's no need to drive rush cancel, and it's just a waste of your drive meter. I guess the other option was maybe here go for DI and burn out Zangief. That's also a very strong option. I'd be looking at the screen here and thinking, can I kill? Or can I kill if I go for drive rush DI? So you can't miss those opportunities. Or maybe I should phrase it like this: when you're transitioning from master to higher master, or maybe higher master to grandmaster, maybe it's just removing 1 or 2 interactions from your game. That might be what makes the difference between those ranks. You had a crosscut here. Into whatever you want to do in the corner. I mean, that's just, you could try and backdash there, I guess, but it would be hard to predict that SPD. Game throwing DI into unoptimal punish counter. Okay, I don't have time for that. Into SC2 mix up in the corner. Yeah. It's gonna be, like, this isn't the worst thing to fuck up because I'll try and because even if you miss, I don't know, you have something like that where you can burn out the opponent instead. So if you react to your combo dropping, you can try and go for that, I guess, to try and save a bad situation there into a good one. The funny thing as well is after that blocked Wrecker, Zangief could have killed you there with an SVD. That was a very scary jump. You can't be doing that. Get clipped by random DI? That's just too bad. Okay, good start to the round. This is another good round start situation where you just get some kind of conversion from a light, drive rush light into record drink. This is a very good outcome. Obviously the best is Shen Shao with the corner, but this is like second best. I would try and go for another drink there. I just wouldn't go for Drive Rush 5 MP against Zangief and Dalsim players love to drive impact, so I'd be choosing different options. But you really don't care because you have level 2 and level 4, so it's going to be impossible to get burnt out. Oh, you can't be missing those anti-airs. Not the worst thing to happen. Another thing to note is here, if you see A in the corner versus a burnout opponent, you have a meaty DI. But I wouldn't recommend that against Zangief with Critical Art. Well, that's another anti-air mist. You're playing too safe. This guy is burnt out. He can't drive rush at you, so you can be a little bit closer so that you can anti-air. Like here. You're playing too scared, like he's gonna drive rush at you. I would have gone for the 5 MP there, regardless of what happened. But the problem is, you know, if I was you here, I would have looked to go for this. Because let's say, you know, let's say this didn't work out. Zangief got out of the corner. I'd be in this position. I'd have drive. You know, I would have drive rush cancel command grab. I'd have a lot more options to work with. Which is why I think going for SA3 is not worth it in this game. Because you didn't kill the opponent. And then you have this situation. So it's like if I win or lose, if I lose this next interaction, will I be in a better situation? And the funny thing is that if you just use SA2, it's still going to be it's going to be the same amount of interactions. I think it's very rare that the max resources 60% SA3, shimmy punish counter. It's very rare that that comes up. So the fact that so many Jamies play for that condition is baffling to me.
Jamie wins.
I guess people haven't thought things through enough. Maybe it's different for different types of characters, but for Jamie, level 2 is just so broken. It's like consistently have a less risky, less stressful game because you can't be put into burnout. And this is the final Zangief game here. Got a perfect. Interesting. Let's see. Be interesting to see how that happened.
Round 1. Fight.
Round start jump. Yikes. That should be round start drink. Like, I'm pretty sure the last I don't think Zangief has ever shown you round start drive rush button. So a drink here is quite safe. It's quite a safe choice. I would always throw here after a dry rush cancel. I would, if I'm at drink level 0 and I've spent 3 bars, I gotta throw a drink. I gotta be drink level 0 as soon as possible. Okay, you're getting SBD there. That could have been 3k damage. You're lucky the Zangief can't do OD SBD. This isn't so bad, but... Oh. I'm trying to do the heavy dive kick. It's a bit hard with the... Yeah, maybe you're just slightly out of range because you're playing too scared. Oh my god. This is like a round winning situation. I wouldn't go for this. So here I would be like, how can I put Zangief into the corner? I don't know, it's difficult. Something like that. It's not quite in the corner because we're at center stage, but that's the best outcome here. Burnout and corner. Unlock those 2 win conditions. And win the round very quickly. Draking here is okay as well. I mean, like if you're gonna play defensive, I would definitely go for the extra drink. I mean, sweep drink's okay too, but here's a mistake. I would just go for drink here. Go straight to level 4 safely. I mean, driver sweep that doesn't get checked, or this would get checked at, you know, 1700, 1800. This would just get checked. I respect the attempt for 6 HK. Maybe in the Alex patch we get a faster 6 HK, so it could be actually useful as a sway, and it's not like I get a cool target combo sway on a huge hard read. This guy has jumped at you round start almost. I mean, there hasn't been a round where he hasn't done this, so I'd be anti-airing this guy. Okay, get lucky on the palm. Even better if you go for OD palm 2 drinks. This is a level 2 situation. You know? Or maybe... maybe something like that happens. That would be a lot better for you. This is also very good. +7. Wow. You do have a meaty DI here if you delay it a bit. Maybe not. Yeah, that'd be a tricky one. Don't do that. I mean, it's an 8-frame button, I guess, driverish. Sorry, driverish to HP. Wow. And what was Zangief doing, like, 2 HP? Down back to it. Yeah, I think a better Zangief might just so here just back throw. Alright. I think you get back thrown here actually. You know, into SPD. Yeah. This could have been very, very bad for you. Could have been corner with like you could have just lost the round off of that. And what was your key? Oh, I see. One thing, you probably weren't thinking about the drink level 3 to 4. It does change the frame data here by a lot. You could go for an OD palm there instead, or a medium palm, and it would be plus. Yeah. You have to be careful because Yoroki changes from the extra plus frames from drink level 3 to 4. And it does change. Sometimes it's plus 4, sometimes it's plus like 20, 28. I guess it depends on the super animation. Anyways, you got lucky there that the Zangief didn't back through. Round start 5, LP into buffered OD palm hits every time I use it. Don't know why. That's like my secret guaranteed OD palm technique. You know, just do this in neutral. You get stuff like that all the time. The other thing you could do, this is more useful in the Jamie mirror match. But Drive Rush Palm can throw off the timing for people who check it. Or sometimes the delay is long enough to anti-air with Palm, which you can do sometimes. It's a bit rare though. Very nice sweep. Nice. Has never missed anti-air. Like Zangief kind of needs to jump in to actually be threatening, but if you can anti-air, Zangief is a pretty chill matchup. If you're going, this was some decision making. You know, you're thinking a bit too slow here. When it's a dangerous time to drink, you have to commit to the decision to drink straight away. And that will increase your chances that you'll get a drink without getting punish counted or something horrible. This wasn't bad. Missed an anti-air. That might just be oh yeah, you also missed the DI there as well. Yeah, you had that Tensei kick, OD dive kick, SA1 combo. I guess you're panicking too much. That's happened before in these replays. You've like slightly, I believe it was in this same spot, you had a 5 HP punish counter, and you're just a little bit slow. but like it's like there's like a 1 or 2 frame gap. Yeah, you just gotta, like, if you're +8 and you're throwing out a move with 8 frames of startup, you gotta do it quickly. You gotta mash it out. But yeah. That was a light arrow kick. Light arrow kick missed. Well, I don't know if I would have risk that against the 1 button DP, man.
Jamie wins.
You got a bit. Luck was on your side. More so than you playing well. And that was the last game I had to review from the replay reviews on Friday. So that'll be it for this this stream. And I think I'll be moving over to just a normal ranked sesh. So I'll be a few minutes updating the stream.